Hello, and welcome to the North Coast Athletic Conference's first installment of This Week in the NCAC. I'm your host, Brett Bilhart. We want to begin today's show by welcoming all of our student athletes, coaches, administrators, and fans to the 28th season of competition in the NCAC. On today's show, we will take a look back at all of the action from around the league this past week. On the gridiron, NCAC teams combined for an overall record of 3-5. Ohio Wesleyan and Oberlin both got out of the gate strong in Week 1 as the Battling Bishops took down NCAC rival Denison 17-14 in a non-conference contest, while Oberlin shut out Kenyon 42-0 in another non-conference matchup between NCAC squads. 19th ranked Wittenberg stole the show across the entire division as the Tigers became the first NCAA Division III or II football team to reach the coveted 700 win mark, with a 45-28 victory over Capital. The milestone victory was, however, slightly interrupted as the Tigers and Crusaders needed 2 days to complete the contest after Mother Nature forced a suspension of play early in the third quarter on Saturday evening. When the clock finally expired in the contest on Sunday afternoon in Springfield, the Tigers had made history in more ways than one. Senior quarterback Ben Zoller broke the single-game school record with 456 passing yards, and senior wide receiver Josh McKee became Wittenberg's all-time receptions leader after hauling in 9 catches in the 17-point victory. McKee currently sits at 181 receptions in his career. NCAC Player of the Week honors went to Wittenberg senior quarterback Ben Zoller and Ohio Wesleyan sophomore defensive end James Huddleston. Zoller capped off his record-setting day by completing 22 of 34 pass attempts for 456 yards and 4 touchdowns, including a 92-yard pitch and catch with senior wide receiver Michael Cooper to give the Tigers a 14-0 advantage early in the first quarter. Huddleston led the Battling Bishops defensive unit with 8 total tackles, including 7 solo tackles, 2 sacks, and 4 tackles for loss. He forced a key turnover on downs late in the third quarter after sacking Denison quarterback Max Paulus for a 5-yard loss, with Owu protecting a 17-7 advantage. Conference play is set to begin this weekend in the NCAC with Hiram hosting Kenyon, Wabash traveling to Worcester, and Ohio Wesleyan hosting Wittenberg. In field hockey action, 5 of the NCAC's 8 squads got in the win column, including the NCAC's newest member, DePaul, as the Tigers defeated Washington College 2-1. Denison and Wittenberg opened the season with a key conference contest that saw the Big Red come away with a 1-0 victory. Sophomore Mia Day tallied the game's only goal late in the first half. Oberlin got off to a hot start as the Yeomen picked up a 5-0 victory over St. Vincent and a 6-1 triumph over Sweetbriar. Sophomore Karen Yoshida, who is this week's NCAC Player of the Week, netted her first career hat trick in Oberlin's victory over St. Vincent. She also added a goal and an assist in the win over Sweetbriar. There are 5 conference contests on tap for the coming week, including Wednesday matchups featuring Kenyon at Oberlin and Wittenberg at Earlham, while Saturday's games include Worcester hosting Ohio Wesleyan, DePaul traveling to Kenyon, and Oberlin hosting Wittenberg. Only 2 NCAC golf squads were in action last week as DePaul and Wittenberg women's teams both competed at Trine's NCAA Division III Fall Preview. Second-ranked DePaul shot a 2-round score of 641 to finish second out of 13 teams, while 19th-ranked Wittenberg tallied 668 total strokes for a 4th-place finish. Wittenberg was led by freshman Nicole Wayers, who posted a 2-day total of 161, including an opening round of 78, which was only the 10th Wittenberg individual round of 78 or better in program history. DePaul senior Kelly Gauguin took home NCAC Golfer of the Week honors after finishing 3rd at the event with an opening round 79 and a final round 76, for a 2-day total of 154. Allegheny and DePaul's women's teams will be in action this weekend at the O'Brien National Invitational in Notre Dame, Indiana, while Worcester will travel to the Ohio Wesleyan Invitational on Saturday at Mill Creek Golf Club. On the men's side, Denison will host its Fall Classic on Saturday and Sunday at Granville Golf Course, welcoming NCAC foes DePaul, Kenyon, Wittenberg, and Worcester. Hiram will also be in action this weekend at the John Carroll Invitational, while Ohio Wesleyan will also kick off its fall campaign at the Transylvania Fall Invitational. The NCAC saw all 10 of its members compete on the cross-country circuit during the opening weekend. The Allegheny men opened the season strong with a first-place showing at the Bill Sudick Invitational, hosted by Case Western. Senior Pat McLaughlin led the Gators to the team title with a second-place finish after covering the 6K course in 20 minutes and 20 seconds. He was awarded the NCAC's Runner of the Week honors for his efforts. The Wabash men also took home a first-place trophy as they captured their own Hokum Karam event for the second consecutive season. The Little Giants took the top 4 places in the event, which combines relay and cross-country racing. The race was created in 1962 and features pairs of runners alternating 1-mile loops for a total of 6 miles in the men's race. On the women's side, DePaul took home the team title at the Hokum Karam, led by the senior duo of Siri Rittram and Lisa Baccaris, who won the 4-mile race in a combined time of 23 minutes and 14 seconds. Oberlin sophomore Molly Martorella garnered the NCAC Runner of the Week award after winning the 4,000 meters at the Worcester Invitational with a time of 15 minutes 5 seconds. Denison, Kenyon, Oberlin, Wittenberg, and Worcester will all travel to Ohio Wesleyan this Saturday to compete at the Ohio Wesleyan Invitational, which also doubles as the Fall GLCA Championship. Hiram will also be in action this weekend as the Terriers travel to Canton for the Walsh Invitational. The Hiram men's soccer team opened the season strong as the Terriers collected a 2-1 victory over Hamline, and then tied top-ranked and 2-time defending national champion Messiah 1-1 at the Fred Myers Invitational hosted by Ohio Wesleyan. Hiram Junior goalkeeper Joe Rottinger was named the NCAC Men's Soccer Player of the Week after totaling 10 saves and allowing just 2 goals for a .833 goals against average. Rottinger turned away 7 shots against Messiah to help the Terriers preserve the 1-1 draw. Wabash opened its brand new Mud Hollow Stadium over the weekend with a 1-0-1 record, defeating Milliken 3-2 and playing to a scoreless tie with Trine. The brother tandem of senior Austin Jennings and freshman Blake Jennings teamed up for the first goal on the new field for the Little Giants. Austin took a pass from Blake and found the back of the net in the second half against Milliken for the inaugural score at the stadium. Hiram's women's team also got off to a hot start as the Terriers posted a pair of wins over Hilbert and Spalding. Junior midfielder Ernestina Zappa sparked the Terriers' offense on the week as she scored 2 goals and dished out 1 assist. The Kenyon ladies opened the season with a 2-0 loss against Marion, but bounced back to defeat Capital 3-1. The ladies were led to victory by this week's NCAC Player of the Week recipient, Becca Romaine. Romaine netted her first career hat trick in the victory over the Crusaders, becoming just the 12th player in program history and the first since 2009 to score 3 or more goals in a game. NCAC soccer teams will continue non-conference play this week, with the first league contest slated for September 17th as DePaul travels to Denison for a men's and women's doubleheader. Wittenberg carried over its 2010 postseason success into the 2011 volleyball campaign as the Tigers opened the season with 3 victories at the Wittenberg National Invitational. The Tigers secured a pair of impressive opening week wins, defeating 2nd-ranked Emory and 6th-ranked Juniata by identical 3-1 decisions. Leading the Tigers on the opening weekend was senior middle hitter Katie Sumner. She totaled 33 kills, 15 digs, 13 blocks, and had a 4.24 hitting percentage in 11 total sets. Sumner, a 2-time All-NCAC performer, grabbed NCAC Player of the Week honors with her stellar performance against 2 of the nation's top 6 teams. Worcester also ran the table in its opening weekend tournament as the Fighting Scots collected victories over Franklin, Kalamazoo, Anderson, and North Park to win the Kalamazoo Green Hornet Invitational. Sophomores Erica Skillman and Paige Parker were both named to the All-Tournament team. Denison was the final NCAC squad to capture a tournament title, as the Big Red won the 2011 Ohio Wesleyan Bishop Invitational after posting the only 4-0 record at the event. The Big Red racked up wins against Grove City, Manchester, Earlham, and Wilmington en route to securing the first-place trophy. NCAC squads will continue non-conference and tournament play this week, with the league schedule set to begin on September 24th. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to keeping you up to date with the most current NCAC highlights on our weekly installments of This Week in the NCAC. For up-to-date news, standings, and statistics on your favorite NCAC squads, you can visit our website at www.northcoast.org.